We have traveled all over East Africa, finding hardworking farmers who are making a good life on their shambas.
We want to learn from them, turn their farms into good businesses,
and help them increase their profits.
Join us and see how our farmers benefit from the experts' advice
and share their experiences as we shape up their shambas.
Karibu
to the Shamba Shape Up Safari.
Welcome to Shamba Shape Up.
Today we are in Narok County, where we are visiting Charles Kuraru.
His pride and joy are his cows,
for which he grows fodder and makes use of their manure.
You can say it's a cycle of life. And we want to see what he has done.
And how we can make him even do better.
So, let's go and find out.
Charles has been farming for about 5 years. Charles has done very well building up his shamba, but still finds time to pass on his knowledge to the children from the local schools. Charles,
hey, karibu,
how are you?
Karibu, karibu,
hello, Charles.
Karibu, karibu.
Hello, madam.
Yeah.
How are you? Hello, students.
Hi, everyone. So
what's going on here? Have we interrupted something?
We are teaching them how to do farming in a small area and a more modernized farming, not the usual one they have been doing.
That's great.
Wow, yeah.
Hello, students.
Yes.
Do you all want to be farmers?
Yes.
Wonderful. We've asked the children to show us their favorite parts of the shamba, from the cattle fodder plot to the cow shed.
Now it's time to get on with our Shamba Shape Up and the kids to go back to school.
Charles has some worries about his maize, the weather, and how he can insure himself against losses with his cows and his crops.
Let's pitch the tent and get to work.
So, Charles' shamba is doing quite well, but he still needs some help.
Yes, and we have new ideas we'd like to introduce to him. Have you ever worried about what to do if a disaster strikes? Well, we have an expert who will give us advice on insuring your shamba.
And we have a surprise for the local school that we think will shed some light on their studies.
Well, I'm first going to help Charles with cattle management, and then also new ideas on crop rotation.
And I'm going to get for him an expert to advise him on planting a new maize variety.
So see you later.
I'll see you later, Naomi.
Okay. Our first expert today is James from FAO. He's come to look at how Charles' cattle and his crops can benefit from each other.
Hi, karibu.
How are you?
Hi, karibu. Yes, karibu.
Cattle provide fertilizer for the crops, and the crops feed the cattle. To increase the food supply, Charles needs to practice crop rotation, but first, let's visit the cows. Manure from Charles's cattle goes to make compost to feed his crops, and in turn, Charles's crops are used as fodder to feed his cows. It's a good deal for both. But James has noticed a problem. The maize is not doing as well as it should. So he wants Charles to practice crop rotation.
Crop rotation is vital in conservation agriculture. Two purposes. First one, it cuts down on the buildup of pests and diseases. And it also acts as a good form of biological tillage.
So could you tell us what is biological tillage?
The kind of tillage where we let the microorganisms in the soil to do the tilling of the soil for us. The earthworms and also the various rooting systems within our farm. For example, maize, wheat, barley are important crops within Narok. And when we talk of biological tillage, look at the rooting structure of the maize plant. You can see it's fibrous and it doesn't go so much deep, so it fits on the topsoil. So when we rotate maize or wheat with beans, look at the difference in the rooting structure. You can see the bean is longer, so it mines deep in the soil. Maize is shorter, short-rooted. You can see the difference. So we rotate pulses with maize so that it works deep. When it works deeper in the soil, that's already tillage taking place. It also allows for much aeration when we allow this to happen naturally. So the microorganisms also, when the soil is aerated, they'll find their work easier to till the soil for us. And that is the benefit of conservation agriculture, when we let the microorganisms do the tillage for us.
Maize, sorghum and wheat have short roots. Pulses or legumes like beans have longer roots which go deeper and open up the subsoil, letting in air and helping the worms mix with the soil, which makes the soil better for maize the next season.
How often should I do it, the crop rotation, so that I have a proper, or maybe I'll have maximum productivity of my land?
One season, maize or wheat or barley, whichever. Then the next season, do pulses on the same parcel.
Yeah.
So that you harness the benefits of crop rotation.
When it comes to crop rotation, do the yields get better, or could you explain to us?
If you are practicing crop rotation on conservation agriculture, we expect to see the yields increasing over time. Within the next 5 years, you should be able to experience up to 30%, 40% yield increase. And this again will depend on how you integrate the components of livestock into conservation agriculture.
It is good to intercrop cereals like maize with legumes and pulses like beans. Maize shades the beans. Beans cover the soil and they help fix nitrogen, making the maize crop healthier. So, if Charles rotates his crops, he can expect to get a better yield every year. And his cows should be happy with that.
Crop rotation will give a good maize harvest, but the best thing to start with is the right variety. So, we've invited Calvin, an expert from Seedco, to give us some advice. Calvin is here planting a demo crop with Mwangi, and Charles and I have come to see what's going on.
Yes, I was trying to show Mwangi how best he can plant the right variety for the farm, so that they can be able to have first maximum and the right way to do it. And we hope that by the end of it, him and his employer Charles, they can be able to harvest up to 45 bags per acre.
How does that
great.
sound?
That sounds great.
So what do you grow maize for?
Mostly I grow maize for in large quantity, I would say for silage for my dairy cows. Yeah, the maximum we have done is 20 bags per acre.
That is not good enough. Even although I say with the 20 bags, it can be able to break even. By breaking even, I mean it can be able to pay back all the costs.
Yeah.
But farming is a business.
Yes.
It's not an issue of breaking even.
Yeah.
It is more about breaking even and making profits.
Yes.
Good.
So that's why I say if you go for the right variety, and
Yeah.
for this matter we are talking about the Shamba.We,
Yes.
then you can be assured of getting a minimum of 40
Yeah.
and an optimum of 45 bags per acre,
Yeah.
which means you will break even and
Yeah.
you will make money out of it.
Calvin, what exactly is Shamba.61 variety?
Shamba.61 is a unique variety. It will be able to resist diseases, it will be able to tolerate drought, and it will be able to yield more. The maturity period for Shamba.61 is 4.5 months from planting to harvesting. Yeah.
How do I know this is a genuine Shamba core seed? You know, we have had so many people coming with fake or kind of seeds. How will I know about that?
Shamba.61 is a variety of seed core, and it is packed in an environmental friendly package like the one you are seeing, and labeled quite well. It has what we call a lot number here. This lot number, when you doubt, you SMS the code number here to 44064, and you will have a confirmation direct that the seed is the right seed. That's one. Then of course we always advise our farmers to buy their seeds and any other farm input from renowned and established outlets. So don't go to any other Chuakari dealer and buy your seeds there.
Oh.
Yeah, like from where you come from, if you are coming like from Narok, you can go to Cafe Narok, you can go to Narok Agro Distributors and find your seed there. The seed is insured. If you buy it and you come and plant and maybe unfortunately there are no rains and it doesn't germinate, be very sure you will be refunded your money to buy the seed again. It is actually the only seed insured in the only company which insures this seed in the market.
Seedco puts scratch cards in their seed packets with instructions on how to insure your maize crop. If the maize fail in your area, you will automatically be paid the amount, so you can afford to plant next time. Why do you name these varieties Simba?
We name our seeds according to wildlife animal names. This is because we also realize that Kenyans are fond of their animals. Of course we are. And it's a situation where you study the animal, the characteristics theirs, vis-a-vis the features or of the particular variety, and you nickname it that way.
Good, good. That's quite interesting. Special request, can you name a variety after me?
Or maybe after me.
No, maybe me.
Maybe me.
Or maybe after tortoise. You know,
if we know one after tortoise, don't think any farmer will want it. It may take years to harvest.
Okay. Right.
And after you, I'm looking forward to name maybe the most profitable ones. If you promise you are going to make money.
Yes.
Okay.
It will be called the Charles variety.
Yeah, okay.
If you make money.
If I make money.
Yes.
If I don't make money,
Forget.
forget
It will be the
too.
Tony variety.
Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you so much, Calvin. When you are buying maize seed, make sure you get the right variety for your area. You can check if the Seedco's packets are genuine by SMSing the lot number of the packet to 44064.
So we've learned the importance of crop rotation.
And the benefits of planting the Simba maize variety.
But on his Shamba, Charles is a real expert.
So we've asked him to share with us his #1 top tip in farming.
All the water I have tried to put it in one channel. If you see behind me here, this is one of the trenches which I have made, which is about 3 feet wide and 2 feet deep. So every time it is raining, I have water coming and storing itself in there. And then by the end of the day, when it's not raining, the farm gets the water through seepage. And also around the farm, I have put some trees to break the wind.
Well, those were 2 tips, not 1.
But both of them were excellent.
Coming up after the break.
We have an insurance expert.
And a surprise for the local school. If you'd like to receive all our Shamba Shape-Up leaflets, SMS the word all together with your name and address to 30606. If you'd like to receive just the leaflet for this Shamba, SMS the name of the farmer together with your name and address to 30606. Welcome back.
To Shamba Shape-Up.
We are in Narok with Charles Kuraru, a hard-working farmer.
We have shown him the benefits of doing crop rotation and choosing the right maize variety.
But we also want to find out how taking out insurance can help him. And we have a surprise for the children at the local school.
Miriam has come to look at Charles's Shamba and see where he can use insurance. Charles's cows are his main business, and his cows are worth a lot of money.
I have the Holstein, which is about 200 plus, and then I have others which are in between 100 and 180,000 shillings.
So really what we're looking at here is a good investment.
This is really investment.
So when we talk about insurance, the insurance people will come and assess this unit. They would also assess the cows and try to develop a risk premium, a risk rating for you, and also to decide on the premium that you will need to pay. And the premiums are normally a percentage of the investment.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, Charles, you're saying you lost 2 cows. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
I lost 2 cows which were worth maybe about 480,000.
So really, that is a very good reason why we are saying that a small-scale farmer needs an insurance. Don't lose all your investment. At least with the insurance, you can recover the cow. You would have replaced those 2 if you had an insurance cover.
Charles is also losing on his tomatoes and wants Miriam's advice.
I see your tomatoes have a problem.
Yeah, a few months ago we had lots of rain. The rain was so heavy and we couldn't do much.
Okay.
That's why you see we have a lot of problem with them. They've gotten some diseases like the blade.
If you came together of a group of farmers who are growing tomatoes, probably you can actually access insurance through a cooperative arrangement.
Okay.
Yeah, and through the cooperative you can pay small premiums which can make it very effective for your small enterprise for tomatoes.
Yeah.
I think you should explore.
Yeah.
Taking out insurance as a group means your premiums are cheaper. A trouble shared is a trouble halved.
Wow, Charles, you have a very nice farm.
Thank you very much.
Very different enterprises and very interesting.
Thank you and you're welcome.
Okay, let us now talk about the different insurances probably that would be applicable to you. Weather-based insurance is a new insurance that covers a whole area. It looks at the rainfall data for a particular area, and the payout is based on the levels of rainfall that is received. It is not attached to an individual farmer.
Weather has been really bugging on us because sometimes we do large-scale farming for wheat and barley too. Sometimes we get the rains when we are almost harvesting. Sometimes we don't have the rains when they are required. So in between there, you don't get a good crop.
Have you ever lost?
Yeah, there's a time I did almost 1 million. The rains didn't come well. By the time they came, everything had gone into waste.
Okay. It would be a good idea actually to have insurance. You know, if you have insurance, a smallholder farmer can rest easy, can sleep without bothering too much about what will happen tomorrow. You know, some of these insurance issues can be bundled in other products. For example, Charles, if you've taken a loan, when you go to the bank to get a loan, you are actually offered an insurance cover. So it is very important that you bundle these things so that you don't have to look all over the place for different types of financial products.
Right.
Most of us, it's not that we don't like the insurance. We find it hard when it comes to claims.
Insurance companies are in the business of making money, as you know. You need some technical backup, for example, in understanding the policy. Read the fine print. And in the fine print is where a lot of things are hidden. You take time to read that document, read the fine print, and ensure that is what you want. Never pay money without a policy document in your hand.
Right.
Do we have like a way we can know a genuine insurance company?
Agents sell insurance on behalf of the companies. There's a regulator for insurance. It is based in Nairobi, and they actually publish the insurance companies that are reputable.
The regulator is called the Insurance Regulatory Authority. Their website is www.ira.go.ke, and on the website they have all their contact information.
I've always seen them like people who just want to take our money and go.
Right.
But now with your conversation, I think I have to rethink again.
Last year, Charles' farm had bad rains which ruined his wheat. But if he had bought insurance for his wheat crop against drought, he could have saved $1 million. His wheat field usually gives him a harvest of 1 million. The insurance company will charge him a 10% premium or 100,000 shillings for coverage. Charles could sleep well knowing that he is protected from drought. If the rains fail, he will automatically get 1 million shillings from the insurance company to cover his loss. But if the rains are good, the insurance company will keep the premium and Charles will not get a payout, but will get a good harvest.
Charles likes teaching the local children how to farm. We've come to the school to find out what makes it difficult for them to study.
We have a common problem. We are not able to do our remedial work or our homework back at home because we have a lighting problem. Our problem of the use of kerosene lamp, we keep complaining there is smoke, our eyes and all that will be solved.
Good morning, class. Good morning. Are you happy to see visitors? Yes. How happy are you? Let me see. That's happiness. That's happiness. It is important for children to do their homework and study so they can do well in life. But most homes don't have a good light. So, Ambrose has brought a solar light system for the school so that the children can finish their homework with good light and without bad fumes from kerosene. The solar light system D30 has 4 lights, a solar panel, and a battery. It also has a radio, a phone charger, and a torch. The system comes with a portable lantern too, so the prefect can see his way home once everybody has finished their homework. Everyone is very excited, and we installed the system, so it can now charge. Then the students can test the system tonight. When we came back, the lights were on and the children happily studying. We are hoping these children will do even better than they have been before.
Hey, Charles, we've come to the end of our program here, so how did you find the shape up?
I have learned a lot of things, but I've seen the possible side of everything that you want to do in life.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yes. So what are your future aspirations now?
There's nothing that is impossible. Mm-hmm. What is impossible is what you don't want to do. But anything can work out.
You are a great mentor to the younger generation.
Thank
and
you.
Future farmers are going to come out from Mr. Charles.
Hopefully.
And if you want more information, Charles,
or you at home want to get in touch with us,
please don't forget to use our helpline.
Are you a farmer like me? Do you want to smile all the way to the bank? It's simple. Just get all your answers from iShamba by just SMSing the word join to 21606 and they will call you any day, anytime.
So Charles, are you going to use our helpline?
Oh, of course, yes.
Well,
of course, yes.
Well, so great to hear that. Well, our work here is done. See you in the next Shamba. Shamba Shape Up is also online. Visit us at shambashapeup.com. Select the episode and click play. You can also visit Shamba Shape Up's Facebook page, where you can enter great competitions and also get involved in great discussions. Shamba Shape Up is also on Twitter at Shamba Shape Up.